Hello guys. So a few weeks ago I got into a Pixhawk and mission planner and Ardcopter and all that sweetness, which as we know everybody loves. So I wanted to use a ground station to take advantage of the 3DR telemetry that can display various parameters while you're flying real time. So I figured out how to use the telemetry radio with a typical OTG cable on a typical Android tablet, but the problem is that the tablet's not mine. I'm borrowing it from a friend right now, so I have to give it back, and I had to find a solution. I do have an iPad, but we all know that wouldn't work with an adapter or something like that, because you know, Apple. Anyway, so I had some leftover Bluetooth modules, HC-06 Bluetooth modules from previous builds with other types of firmware for quadcopters, and I found online that it's possible to connect that Bluetooth module with the 3DR telemetry radio, so you can get back telemetry information over the Bluetooth connection to your device, either an iPad or your iPhone, your Android phone or Android tablet. So basically it's a way to use the Bluetooth module as a bridge to connect your phone to the 3DR telemetry radio, which is connected to your 3DR telemetry radio on the other end, on the drone. So after a bit of research, I found out that you have to use an FTDI adapter to reprogram the Bluetooth module. So basically you have to reprogram it to work on a baud rate 57600, and now basically it will only communicate with the 3DR through this baud rate. If the baud rate is different on this, it's not ever going to communicate. So I used the Arduino program software. I'm sure you can look for it online. I used the serial monitor right here to connect to the FTDI adapter, and I mean through the FTDI adapter to the Bluetooth module, and reprogram that. I also changed the default name to 3DR Telemetry Radio, just for ease of use while connecting to new devices, etc. You know. And after that was done, I tried to see if it works, and it does work. Now, in order to do that, I found the pinout of the 3DR Telemetry Radio version 2.0, which is what that is. You can see it right here, and as you can see, I'm using those pins, which are these. So I wired it according to this, which I found online. Now, if you have a different telemetry radio, you have to find the exact pinout for your radio, because you don't want to short anything out. Now, this is just a test bench setup. Right now I'm gonna supply power through the FTDI 5-volt voltage regulator to the 3DR telemetry radio and to the Bluetooth module. Now, you have to be really careful when you try this on the bench, because you don't want to short anything out. And by the way, remember that if you're going to use this, and if you have this exact radio, remember that RX right there, which is the cable right next to VCC, right next to red, that goes to TX on the Bluetooth module. So you have to swap them around for this to work. So let's test this out. I'm gonna plug it into my PC to give power to this. Now, as you can see, it's supplying power both to the 3DR radio and the Bluetooth module, which is flashing because it's not connected to anything yet. and it's connected to the telemetry radio on the drone. I have the drone powered up, so it's very easy to use. I use two ground control software. I like this more, but I know it has some compatibility issues with Arducopter, which is programmed into my Pixhawk right now. But anyways, I like this a bit more, but I also use Tower. Now, Tower is much easier to use with this setup. All you have to do is go into, you have to actually go into your device's settings and connect to the HC-06 module through Bluetooth as you would. So this is connected already because I already tried this out to see if it works. So after you connect and it pairs your device to the Bluetooth module, you only have to open up the Tower app, and all you have to do is go down here. It's usually on Bluetooth, I mean it's usually on USB, but since we're gonna be connecting through Bluetooth, I'll select Bluetooth and I'll click connect. Okay, so let's see, connect. Is it going to connect? Yep, it's connected, as you can see right here. So I'm getting all of the information, the telemetry information right now. And also, if you notice, you will see that the LED on the Bluetooth module is not blinking. It's steady red. So just to prove to you it works, keep your eyes on the attitude information, and you will see that it is working. Okay, so sorry for the focus issues. So I'm moving the drone right now, and it is working. Okay, now I will disconnect. I mean, I'll just go out of the application because I don't remember how to disconnect. I don't use Tower that much, and I will go into qgroundcontrol. I will show you how to set it up in qgroundcontrol. Now, in qgroundcontrol, all you have to do is go into settings right here, then click on Q again right here, com links, add the com link, there it is, Bluetooth. You will click scan, and after you see that it's connected, I mean, I already did this, so you can't see it here because mine is already connected, but you have to click scan, select it, and click OK. So after you're done with that, you will get this option right here. So you basically click this, tap this, and click connect. So it says connection to device failed, which is obviously a problem because Tower was already running and I didn't disconnect it. I did not disconnect Tower, so let's go into Tower again and disconnect. Where is it? It's right. I'm sorry guys, I don't know how to use Tower. Okay, so disconnect. I use qgroundcontrol more, so let's go into qgroundcontrol again, and you will see that tap Q, okay, com links, select it, click connect right here. I just clicked connect. Now it's trying to sync up. Okay, so if you see, the LED stopped flashing and is downloading the parameters, so it's connected. Okay, so let's wait a bit for the parameters to be downloaded, or you know, just click anywhere to hide. There you go. Now tap the little paper airplane and you can see that we got telemetry info right here. So I'm gonna move the drone again and you see that it works. There's the drone. See guys, it's working. So it was really easy to do. You just have to figure out how to set up the baud rate correctly in your HC-06 module. And if you're using the same radio as me, just follow this very carefully. And remember that you will have to find a way to supply 5 volts to both devices while you're on the field. So I'm going to be using my ghetto power bank for this. Looks like a bomb, I know. And you have to also swap TX and RX. So TX and RX goes out of here, you swap it and it goes swapped in there. So RX goes to TX, TX goes to RX. So that's basically it. Now the problem is that I was initially planning to use this for an iOS device. Now the problem is that HC-06 Bluetooth modules are not compatible with iPads or iPhones, and that's because HC-06 uses a different type of Bluetooth protocol from what I've read. I'm not sure about this, but as you see, the Bluetooth is enabled in my iPad and I cannot discover the HC-06 right now. Basically I still cannot use this with my iPad, but there is a solution to that. I found online that you can use an HM-10. As you see this post of this guy in the Arduino forum, it says that the iPhone is not compatible with the HC-0506 module because it's of different Bluetooth protocols which iPhone doesn't allow. Try looking for iPhone compatible Arduino Bluetooth modules on Google. The HM-10 is one such module that works, but there are plenty others. So I'm gonna probably try the HM-10 so I can finally have telemetry info on my iPad and give this borrowed Android tablet back to my girlfriend. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you figure out how to connect this. It's really easy. Just follow these steps, and if you do all this correctly, it's going to work, and you will be able to get telemetry information on your device through Bluetooth. Now I want to add something before we go. I would prefer, if you are an Android user, I would prefer using this, because I'm sure the cable introduces much less lag when you connect it directly with your Android device, if it supports OTG. Now if you have an Android device that doesn't support OTG, that's expected. You want to use the Bluetooth module, but if you have an option to just connect it with an OTG adapter like this one, just go ahead and do that. I'm sure it introduces much less lag, and also it's much more simple than this, than having to rig all this up. So thank you guys again. If you have any questions, comment below. Have a good day. Bye bye.